Good afternoon, everyone. I am Prasad Kumar. My heartily welcome to all honorable distinguished members attending conference. Today, I am going to present my paper on power quality improvements in grid-connected photovoltaic system using hybrid technology. I would like to thank my co-authors Herminio and Guillermo. And let's moving on to the contents. I will be guiding you through power quality and its towards hybrid technology. It has maximum power point tracking and algorithms which I hybrided. Algorithms to improve the performance of multi-level inverters, block diagram and individual process versus hybrid functionality and conclusion and future. So moving on to the maximum power, that means maximum power is nothing but it indicates the power quality due to widespread use of non-linear electronics equipment. It leads many issues at the grid connected photovoltaic system. It may lead less power quality. The electronic converters, power converters inject harmonics into the system, which leads to various issues such as power factor, voltage slag and swell, and harmonic distortion. And to overcome that, there are many techniques. In that one, we are moving to the maximum power point tracking system. So maximum power point tracking system is nothing but identify the highest power from the photovoltaic cells can be extracted from maximum power point. The maximum when the highest peak we get from photovoltaic, that indicates we may get maximum efficiency. So but the effectiveness of the photovoltaic cell depends on the irradiance and cell temperature. Therefore, the control technique is required to find maximum power point. So let's moving on to the algorithms which I have used for alternative hybrid technology. So one is fuzzy logic control. Fuzzy logic controller is nothing but the model dependent which related to the binary values. So it has three parts generally: fuzzification, rule base, defuzzification. Fuzzification is nothing but inputs are changed to the fuzzy values, and rule base, it's the relationship between input and output. And defuzzification, the fuzzy values are converted into non-fuzzy values and which is used to control the photovoltaic system. And the result of fuzzy logic controller produce the value of direct duty cycle that given to the maximum power point technique. When fuzzy logic control modifies the duty cycle value of a PWM power pulse width modulation technique to produce the proper switching circuit, that is switching pulses. And similarly, the another optimization technique algorithm is called adaptive cuckoo search algorithm. So this algorithm is used for the optimization, and cuckoo bird doesn't have nest. It must place egg to another bird nest. So that bird, another bird, we call it as host bird, and cuckoo is travel and randomly by using Levis fight. So once the cuckoo has find the nest, it will place the egg into the nest. So after that, the algorithm will identify two different key constants. One is direct explanation depends on the Levis flight, and second one is random explanation that depends on the probability of a host bird. So that is nothing but host bird can identify the egg and throw away, or else it abandon the nest and build a new nest. So it's based on the fitness value of the egg. Once the egg is placed in the nest, it will identify whether the host bird egg is quality fitness is better than this, then the solution will be host egg, will take as a host egg as a solution, or else will replace the new solution, that is the host bird can build new nest, and we can check the uh, best best quality of the egg, and that is given to the object. So that is called, we'll compare with the best one and we'll given to the solution as a best egg. So next, moving on to the block diagram. So this is our approach. The block diagram, which consists of photovoltaic system. Photovoltaic system is given to the DC to DC boost converter. So once the fuzzy logic controller is given the duty cycle to the maximum power point tracking system, that modifies the duty cycle value of pulse width modulation and to produce the proper switching pulses. That pulses is given to DC converter to boost up the DC voltage, and the multi-level inverter, it converts DC to AC value. So for the optimization, we are using the adaptive cuckoo search controller, and we are given to the grid. And similarly, we can see the simulation diagram, which has, according to the block diagram, the photovoltaic system and boost converter and DC to AC converter, that is consists of multi-level inverter, and this is linear and non-linear condition. It doesn't have any algorithm. So with algorithm, we are merging hybrid algorithm. This is nothing but we are merging the cuckoo search algorithm and fuzzy logic controller. The result of the proposed algorithm produce the determined rate of the duty cycle value. This extract duty cycle value is utilized for the pulse width modulation to produce input pulses for the switching of the converter. This increase or decrease the value would be modified to reduce the fluctuation present in the system, and also develop the process of maximum power point and reduce the total harmonic distortion. So next, moving on to the comparison of the individual processor and hybrid functionality. So I have tested for two different multi-level inverters. One is 5-level multi-level inverter and another one is 27 level. So we have tested with control, without controller, pi controller, artificial neural network controller, and this RBFNA controller, and this is our hybrid ACS and FLC controller. You can see the result as shown in the table. So compared to all other existing algorithms, we got better result compared to those we have tested for both the algorithm. The performance of the algorithm was validated using the comparative analysis with some of the existing technology. The following results shown in the table. And next, moving on to the conclusion and future work. FLC used with the adaptive cuckoo search algorithm in order to enhance the output power quality of the photovoltaic system, and both fuzzy logic controller and adaptive cuckoo search algorithm generates the modulation index by considering the photovoltaic power and load demand. The proposed method offers superior performance and higher power quality compared to the conventional RBFNL and MPPT, IC MPPT based control strategy. In the future work, in this research can extend by modifying the topology of multi-level inverters, because the multi-level inverter also one of the main role to get less total harmonic distortion. So we can modify the multi-level inverter, and you can use the recent novel optimization technology to enhance the features of the power quality. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, folks.